I'm going to go over two tickers. The first one I haven't looked at in a very long time, and the second one I've never tracked at all. First up, Snap. We ended the day at $8.54, up 3.89%. One level of resistance takes us to roughly $8.86. To the south side of that takes us to roughly $8.49, and -2 standard deviations takes us to roughly $8.11. And then the outer bands would take us to roughly $7.92, $7.72. This is a potential buy-in area as well as a potential stop-loss area, including this line and that line. And then the outer bands, 3 standard deviations, is $9.05. I don't know if we're going to get there, and I do not think we will get to $9.24 on Monday, perhaps another day, just not at the beginning of the week here, Monday. Now, looking left, you can see we're close to support here, and we ran up, and then just kind of grinding our way along this trend line, going up. We are in an upward channel, and then this is your take profit signal here, but we're on the way down, so that could be interpreted as a potential buy-in area, but we continue to fall down, making our way, bleeding out here, and then finally bouncing off of this. This is resistance, and then we couldn't cut through, so we're just kind of grinding along the middle of the trend, which is normal. And we've got this gap that closed to the down, at 8.17 we went up, so then we closed it over here. And what else with Snap? Oh, I wanted to show you the 1-year price target is $9.28, which is an 8.46% return from where we are. And then after that, $16. So we had pretty high volume last week, 174 million shares traded. The average is 129, so this thing was popping. Let me show you what we look like on the daily. In a downward channel, this is a gap to the upside at 1432, but we are moving farther away from it. Middle of the trend takes us to roughly 787, and then the lower band, 547, and this gap, let me make that a little larger. Well, did it touch? If you really expand this out, no, that gap is still in play. And that will take us to, I gotta turn off my magnet, 928. Note the bounce here at support, sell off at resistance, 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 resistance here, but we finally made our way through. Sell off here, here, and here. This gap closed. Now we gapped down, so then we closed it to the upside.